isn't it? Good morning. Lie down, monster. Lie down, monster. Beautiful morning it is. Very cold night. I was chilly. Turn that off for a minute. I was very chilly last night. I'll tell you how bad it must have been. We got up at 12 to let the monsters out. Rogue, leave the grass. And it's like, Rogue, don't do this, Rogue, don't do that. Rogue! As I say, we got out at 12, let the monsters out, and there was not a breeze. Oh, she got a stick now. She can't do any harm with that, can she? There was not a single breeze, so you'd expect to be blitzed with midges because it's supposed to be 6 degrees. So I was panicking, so I got my head net and went out, torch, no midges. And no wonder why, it was freezing, absolutely freezing. And I'll tell you how bad it was. I'd have been out about 10-15 minutes at the most. And oh, look at him getting on my nerves now. And my hands were cold. So I think they got their temperatures wrong. I mean, during the day they've been saying 21, 23, and I think it's been far higher than that. You can tell when it's hot, and that was hot last couple of days. And I'm guessing they've got the night temperatures wrong. Now I'm using the Garmin. I think they use Garmin InReach, and they're using Meteor Blue. And it's for your location, so it's for this location where I am now. It actually does longitude and latitude, but it's the nearest station, isn't it? And that could be anywhere, weather station. Could be miles away. So yeah, it's much colder up here at night, and I underestimated that. Rogue, lie down. Don't bother Stella. Stella starts snapping. Rogue, lie down. Look at her. Rogue, lie down. She'll do her best. Look, she'll do her best to annoy Stella. This is like children. That's it, play with him. She's looking for, look. That's what they want to do. But look, they fight right in front of Stella. Poor Stella, she don't want it. It'll end up and snaps in a minute. Look, see the teeth showing? Rogue, go away. Go away, Rogue. Rogue, go away. Go away because I'm saving you getting snapped at. Morning trivial pursuit, like move one here, move one there. As for the nights, it was so quiet. So peaceful. Unbelievable. I got to be honest, it's one of the quietest places I've been. The birds stopped. I didn't hear any deer. I didn't hear any... Oh, I tell you what, I did hear, maybe occasionally, it was a fish jumping in the water. And there's some big fish in there, because I've seen I haven't seen the fish out, but you've seen the pool after. Make a good splash. That's the only thing. But yeah, it was cold. Bones are still hurting from the cold. I've got a 3-degree quilt, and I got a liner, which is very flimsy. It's supposed to add 10 degrees here. I believe that when I say it. Nowhere does it add 10 degrees. Add a couple of degrees of that. I just brought it just in case it got chilly at night, not thinking it'll get cold. So I wore my jacket in, but obviously I ain't got nothing from the bottom half. So, but I was thinking, I have got my underquilt for my quilt, so I should have pulled that out and I could have wrapped that over me. Rogue, I'm talking to you and she's still persisting with Stella. She should know better. Stella just wants to lie there and relax and rest. She's no dog. She don't want to be messed about with some younger dog. I end up in a lot of tears. Probably for me, vet bills. How beautiful is it? Tent, brilliant again. Condensation just on the front door where my head is, so it's obviously coming off me. All the other sides, oh, it did have some condensation again on my side, but that had gone. Rogue, leave that alone, that's a poo bag. Anything that they're dropping, I'm picking up because this is a campsite and I will bury it in a bit. I don't want to leave anything for anyone. I did pick up some rubbish when I got here. You know, the ring off a plastic cap, you know, like a bottle. When they peel that ring around to take the cap off. And there was some wrapper. So there's always something, but luckily no human waste. The reason I try and stay away from these camp spots is because people tend to do their business and bury it. When they do it, like Phil, last time I was up here with Rebel, excuse me, I apologise. Rebel went sniffing around something and I thought, what is that? And someone had done a poo and kind of just dropped a rock on it, and of course the poo had splattered out a bit, and that was human, you know, not no stags walking around covering his poo with so yeah, disgusting to do it actually on the beach, or the shoreline shall I say. But yeah, I try and stay away as much as possible, but with grass like this and the views like this, can you beat it? I mean, again, on the widescreen it looks like that, but in reality it looks like this, that to me. That's what it's looking like. It's really looming up, even though it's quite a distance. It looks nearer than it is, but it isn't. But you can see every detail in the rock and everything. So beautiful. The camera deceives. The camera makes it look really far away. Well, I'm going to have my coffee. Just here in the gear. So that's our dog blankets. Sleeping bag, sorry. Oh dear. Zip up, and you're supposed to get a dog in there, but obviously mine are a bit big to get in there. So what I use them as a base in the tent, 2 of them. For 2 dogs normally, but sadly I got that little one. Hey, get off. So what I'm doing is going to transfer these bags that came out of Rogue's. This is dog food. See, this is after this is the 4th day now, and look how much food's still in Rogue's. But that's going to get in Rebels, which is going to weigh him down a ton and kill him, which I'm very happy with. Keep him out of trouble. And then I can get their sleeping bag, sleeping mats, sleeping bags. I call them mats because I use them as mats, but they are sleeping bags. Rolled up and into one side if I'm lucky. And I can put their dog jackets that I never use because, you know, I'm thinking it might get cold at night. They were fine. I was the one that was cold. So annoyed that I didn't use my hammock underquilt, which I brought for 3 days and not used, and I could easily pop that over top of me. I'm such a fool, ain't I? I didn't even think I was half asleep. So just try and gear up. It's 10 to 10. I'm not in a rush because the furthest we can go really is up to the plantation. I can't go backwards. I've been all around there. Can't go up the mountains because of Stella. Even if I can go over the stepping stones, I don't think it's fair to take Stella up this. I mean, to you on the screen probably don't look too bad, but it's pretty steep, and we could kind of, but then again there'll be no shelter up there. You know, I'm looking for things like shade for the dogs, because as I say, the temperatures have been extreme. Probably been the hottest I've known for a long time, because when I was here with Mike after the hike for Neil meet, we came back, me and Mike came back a couple of days later, so I'll get rid of fly. it was like 29, 28s, 27s, but we had strong winds. As soon as the morning, about this time, the wind would pick up. I think if you look back in the videos, you see for yourself, it was lovely. So even though it was really, really hot, and Mike would tell you himself, we were hiking around there and it was hard going. It was, you know, because of the temperatures, the flies, the bugs, everything. But what made it worthwhile was the strong wind. But then about 5, 6 o'clock, that wind would ease. And that was in June of 2023. And this is the time when Neil would have gone missing this month, May. It's the 16th, and I believe Neil was reported missing on the 8th. But the temperatures weren't this high again. Oh, sorry, my dogs are doing what they're doing. So yeah, what's done it is high temperatures during the day, very little breeze. You're trying to grab breeze. It's like being in an oven and trying to suck oxygen sometimes. There again, later in the afternoon, we did get a breeze up here. If you're down in the dips or in the valleys, then you're really going to suffer. And that's why you don't really want to be out in them valleys, because you'll be sheltered, and once you're out of the wind, you're just going to cook. But then at night, last night when I was in the tent just after I got in and the sun was just going beyond that mountain, you could feel the temperature dropping second by second by second. Weird feeling. You know what I mean? It was dropping really rapidly. One minute I was lying there with no top on it because it was so hot, and within about 10-20 minutes I had to put a top on and start getting the quilt out. So yeah, and then the temperatures just seemed to plummet through the night. It's the first night was what I was expecting, kind of not the rain but the temperatures. I think that was around about 6 or 7, and I was fine. A bit chilly with the draft, but I knew the draft would come around, but I was fine under the quilt. Then last night down in the valley there, the Glen King Glass Lodge, the winds really picked up and they were really gusting, so I felt the chill from the winds. But last night there was no wind, so we've had different nights. Last night not a spot of wind, and not a single midget. So they will hide when it gets cold. So it must have been cold. So otherwise they would have been covering us with no wind. Look at that. What is she doing? She doesn't want to go in, but she doesn't want to go out. So yeah, I was just waiting for this food to dry in the sun, because Rose's gone in the river and just the bottom couple are a bit damp, the bags are. So in the sun they're dry, and then hey, get off, you're not having any more. And then I'll put them in Rebel's bag and weigh him down, so he sinks like a stone if he goes in the river. That's the aim. Hopefully it works. I've done a lot of water filtering yesterday, which we haven't used. I'm not throwing that away. I'm going to have to carry that to the plantation. It'd be stupid to throw it away. It's only about 2.5 miles up there. I'd like to get the hammock set out and just give it a go. Here we go, zoomy time. Zoomy cross fight time, play fight. And so don't go through my tent. Hey, not near the tent. Oh, that was it. Last night, let them out for a wee, 12 o'clock. Zipped up the netting thinking there'll be millions of midges out. And whilst I was doing my business, Rebel wanted to steam through the net. I stopped him last minute, otherwise he would have ploughed straight through the net like he did in my Hillyberg. Oh, he's such a bull, isn't he? Right, enough yapping, let's do some work. Still ain't brushed my teeth. But I've got to go around searching for droppings, dog droppings, and make sure the stuff that goes in the grass I'm not worried about, because that'll dry out and decompose quickly. But anything along the patch where people are going to walk. Yeah, so I've got one, and I've got, as I say, my shovel, so no excuses, is there? Right, I've got things to do. Right, only a couple because you're over. Oh, dog. Hey. Bless her. I'm doing it purposely to get her cold. Well, not cold in the sense bad, but cool her down. It's been blistering out here. There's not a whiff of air. So we're going to go up to the hut in a minute. I've got to just brush my teeth. But I want, look, she's tempting. Look, she keeps testing it, doesn't she? She will in the end. Oh, God knows where she's going. Still no sign of human life. Trying to give you an appreciation of what it looks like. That's probably more like it. As I say, on widescreen, always makes it look so distant. Who's she going? Getting nearer and nearer, isn't she? Drops off some spots there, so she'll soon find out. Look. I'm trying to brush my teeth, look. And look. She wants me to throw more stones, but I can't. She's old. I've got to be careful. I hope they didn't walk on my tent that I just folded out neatly. So, I'm going to brush my teeth. And she's going to have to put up with no more stone throws. Cruel daddy. Job of the morning. Before I move everything up to the hut and we stay in the shade. Probably feed dog lunch. We're in no rush. We're only going 2 miles. About 2.5 at the most. Is to bury this. Now the ground has been solid. Thank God I brought this. You would have a job with a stick. Or plastic trouser just snap. I've tried that in the past. Right, let's find some soft ground and bury this. I've been all round, walked round. The only places they've done it is either side of there. They've done it in the grass over there, but that's miles, well, not miles away, but plenty far away. That won't bother anyone. I'm not going through the bog looking for there. But if it's around the camp, I don't want people stepping in it or smelling it in the heat. Right, has to be done. These are the penalties for bringing dogs. Right, get a breath. Moved all my gear right there. Stay there! The dogs don't want to miss out on anything. So I want you to see, because I don't want anyone to say my dog's left anything that shouldn't be in there. You know what people like? People like to make a complaint. But look, there's nothing. No rubbish. No dog. That bowl's coming with me. Don't worry, I'm not leaving it. I've buried their droppings. If you can see anything, point it out. That's not mine, whatever that is. Oh, it's a twig. Look. Nothing. I'm doing it purposely because this is a commonly used place and I don't want someone to say, oh, that guy that was there that night, he left a load of droppings. His dog was cracked everywhere. I don't want anyone to say that because I pick it up. So, I have to do this because you get so many comments. So, it's all clear. No one's got no complaints. The ground's a bit rocky underneath that grass. I had a job getting the pegs in. And even then it would only go halfway. It looks like it's going to be soft. I originally planned to pitch over there, but it's slightly slanted. There's bushes and you're thinking like there's insects and all that around the bushes, isn't there? And I'm glad I didn't, because the shade this morning was all over there from the bushes. And that would have meant midges and all kinds of stuff like that. So let's get, I'll come back for that bowl. Get still. Oh, didn't see the step. Getting cooled off for one last chat. And then we're going to stay at the shed for a little bit. I'm going to feed them. Look at Rose, she's getting more and more courageous. Rebel! Are you going in? I'll throw one more stone there. Oh wait, go and get it. I just want to wet, because I know she'll cool down in the shade. I'm trying my best not to tire her out too much. But the heat will whack her anyway. Right, let's go and get that bowl. You've had it. Look at her. No more. You're 15 and a half. Not 2.5. What? Right, that's it. Gonna get the bowl and go to the shed. Or the hut, or whatever you like to call it. Right, we've had lunch. Had a rest. No rubbish. There's an old lighter there, I think. I should take that, shouldn't I? Stick in my rubbish. Damn. Oh. Don't mind if I'll take it. Yuck. Right. I'm cleaning it. Oh God, a piece of paper there. Not mine either. I'll take it. We have to do these things, don't we? But more importantly, there's no rubbish that I've left. Right. Well, we made it down to the plantation. Glorious day. Sometimes we're getting a really nice breeze. It's supposed to be coming from northeasterly, so it's coming between these trees. I'd like to be out there, but one, it's too near trap, but two, it's lumpy as hell. So I kind of made a spot between these two bags, aiming for the gap between them two trees. Hopefully it stays to plan. I've cleaned, there's a bit of cow manure, but it's dryish. Beggars can't be choosers. So, got here, filtered some water, nice and relaxed. Thought, look at them two trees there, that one there, and that one there. I thought, right, hang my hammock. So happy to do it. Got plenty of time. Got my hammock out, no problem. Then I was looking for my straps. Then I found I put my old straps, which are something off Amazon, which I don't use, and I need a carabiner for them, and I ain't got a carabiner on them. And my hammock's set up for beetle buckles, so I don't know what I've done, but I've picked up the wrong set of straps, and I can't hang my hammock. So I've carried my hammock for 4 days, and now I can't use it. How clever is that? Unbelievable. So quite annoyed. Just seeing if there's some cows in the distance there. The reason I'm worried about the cows is there was a sign up saying cows with calves can be aggressive. And I've got dogs and I don't want to have, could be deer. I'll zoom in with my camera in a minute. If it's deer, no problem. If it's cows coming towards us, we've got issues. Because if they've got calves and they're aggressive and there's a sign up, you guarantee they won't like the dogs around them. I'm just hoping it's deer. I'm going to zoom in with my camera. Hold on. So, panic over. What I did, I just attached a line because that's what the beetle buckles, my beetle buckles go onto this line here that's attached to the hammock. There's probably a professional name you're supposed to call this, draw line or something, I don't know. But anyway, hammock line, let's call it that. So I just attach what comes with the one wind, and it should do the job. Strap should hold. So, panic over. Happier. I didn't carry it for nothing. I'm going to bring this out, stretch it out a bit. Yes, I know, I'm not supposed to be in with my boots. With my hammock, I can do what I like. Oh, lovely bug netting. Midges can't get me. And I'm lying down, and it's the comfiest I've felt for the last 4 days. Oh, bless. Go and lie down, Rogue. She's sniffing me through the line. Lie down. I don't know where she's gone. They're out there fighting the midges. I'll set a tent on a bit, but it's so hot. You just destroy your tent if you leave it in the sunlight for ages. And this feels so. Why can't I sleep in here tonight and the dog sleep in the tent? Simple answer is I can't close the bug net, otherwise they'll wreck it. Lie down, Rogue. So that means I have to leave the door open. That means all the midges are going and eat them alive. So I can't let that happen to them, can I? And look at my view. You don't even need a tarp tonight. Just watch your trees falling on you. Killing you. You know, that brown shade just goes... Well, that tree. Oh, this is what I bought it for, this. I tell you, I think these straps set up better than the other ones. I can't believe that. Unbelievable. I've got the lighter ones with the beater buckles. They're finicky. Oh, I tell you what, I can feel the draft underneath without an underquilt. I just felt it then when the wind blew through. So your feet are supposed to be over there, and it's supposed to be over here, and you get a nice light, level line, and your feet are supposed to be slightly higher because it all balances out. Oh. It's bliss. You know how long I waited for this? Oh, that's worth carrying them 60 odd pounds. Now I can use it. I've got the tarp, but to be honest, I need the pegs for the tent. So what I want to do is just set one up and use one. I brought a ground sheet, light. It's really light. It's like paperweight to put underneath the tarp here. You know, underneath the hammock and tarp, so the dogs can lie on it. Because I didn't think the midges would be so bad this year. At this time of the year, I've been out here at this time of year, and they're not too bad normally, but this year because of the hot weather, they're obviously bad. This is, if I can explain heaven, all I need now is my boots off, right? Light gear in, and that would be doing me for the next God knows many hours. I'd sleep like a log in here. Sorry, my finger keeps getting in front of the camera. One view and two views. Can't go wrong, can you? Dogs are in the shade. So, what more could you want? I don't know where they are. That's a good point. Rebel Rogue, where are you? Rebel Rogue, lie down. That's the problem. Rogue, lie down. They'd straight off. Use any excuse, don't they? There's one. I can hear Rebel. Rogue! Rogue! I have to go looking for her, I think. Stay there. Oh, there she is. Lie down. Lie down so I can see you. Thank you. Panic over. Because it's high sided, because it's so wide, it's lovely so you can spread out in here. Thing is, they can get up. This is why I'm not supposed to have my boots in here. I'm supposed to have my feet in the corner here, not boots along that netting there. You know it's heading because there's the logo, wall bonnet logo. It's on the head. You should have a shelf here. Yeah, look, shelf to put all your gear, spares and all that, like bug net, things like that, torch, whatever. Oh man, this is so nice. That's it, dogs. You're getting no tent up. Sorry, you're fighting the midges all night. Get off. Get off my bug net. Right, I better go. Oh, you just have hours and hours of me telling you how beautiful this is. Yep. I'm sulking. Had to leave the hammock. Oh, that's so bliss. Forget about towns, get a hammock. Scotland, you've got to build more, grow more trees quickly. Anyway, dogs are cooling off now. There's a strong wind that comes through every now and then. It's predicted to get strong about 7 o'clock for an hour or so. Whew, it's hot now, I know that. I'm down by the bank. It's more or less dried up. Got chicken tikka with rice. Expedition Foods. Spin you around slowly. Looking at my views and all the midges flying in the air. Lovely. It's hot. It's been another hot one. Hence why I took it really easy on Stella today. She's done. So I've got to sit down. She's done 2 5-mile hikes in this weather. It's hard enough for a human, let alone an old dog. So it was only about 1.5 miles today, if that. She's probably done 2 miles with her walking around. Look at these midges. They love me, don't they? How am I supposed to eat my dinner with these? But where we're going tomorrow, I don't know. I'll put smidge on, let's see if it keeps them away. Come on, wind. Where's the wind? It was blowing like God knows what a minute ago. Now it suddenly decided to stop. And now I'm getting eaten alive. Even though it's blazing sun. You think they'd clear off, wouldn't you? Don't know if you're getting them. Right in my face. Thankfully not biting yet. How do you eat dinner like that? Ah, here comes the wind. I'll get rid of them. Yeah, so I don't know where we're going tomorrow. See, we're not going that way. We're going towards the car. See how she is for a start, because she was struggling today. And that's another reason why I was glad I only did a little hike. So we'll see how she is. We've had a good time whatever happens. I was just happy to come out. I've said it all along. There was no searching finish a long time ago. No, we just came out, enjoyed the weather. I didn't mind if I did 2 miles or 20 miles, you know what I mean? No way was I doing 20 miles. It was just, I wanted to go down and, as I say, see that Glen Kinglass Lodge. And I've done that, ticked that off the list. And I've pitched in some different places, which is nice. I mean, yes, I've pitched here before, but it was lovely last night pitching at the loch. Again, just so hot. They're saying it's like 21, 23. I'm telling you, you've got to be out here. I mean, look at the rivers. It's more than 21, 23. But I've checked the weather forecast and it's going to rain Monday and it's going to rain Wednesday onwards. So they need the rain. But you'll get flash floods because the ground is so dry, it'll just run off it. So this will be a torrent. I can guarantee that. I've seen it on video before. So what I've also seen is a lot of fish stuck in pools, so they need the water as well because they can't get out. Right, I'm gonna have my dinner if I can with these midges. Getting close to 7 o'clock and the temperature is 22. Say, oh god, it's going up again. And that's with a 6 mile per hour wind behind us. Now they said the top temperature for today is 23, so if it's 22, nearly, well 23 to the now, you can imagine what the temperature was today during the day, like say 12, 2 o'clock. It was in the high 20s, easy. I mean, it's cooled down. I mean, look, dogs all calm and cooled down because of this breeze. But this morning when we got up and about 10 o'clock onwards, there was no breeze. And that's in the wind. I take it out of the wind, I don't know what happens. Don't stay and change much, but the wind speed goes down. But there you go, 23, feeling like 22.9. And that's 7 o'clock. So as I was saying, easy. High 20s today. And the day before. It was just the first day when we had the rain in the evening that things calmed down. Crazy, isn't it? Nice breeze though. Alright, can you guess where I am? But you can't. So easy to deploy. Just run off the snake skins, 2 pegs out, and I've got home. So easy. I've got to admit, I said earlier, I prefer the one wind straps. Don't ask me why, they're easier to, the beetle buckles to undo when you're trying to slacken them are tough. And I see they've done a modified version with a little tag on. Obviously, I'm not the only one who's found it hard work. So, I haven't got the newer ones, but I must say, just sling the strap round. I was figuring out, you know, I was using carabiners. I think it's just easier to just slap a strap round. If you have to move it, you have to move it. Just get it right first time. And that comes with experience, doesn't it? Look, I've only done hammocking, this is second time I've been out in the hammock. I've got no experience, but I'm finding it so easy to do at the moment. I just love it. The only thing I do is I watch this tree, not this tree, all the trees, they don't have to move at the top. It's a bit unnerving when the winds are strong. When I mean strong, it's only about 10 mile an hour, but don't have to move with 10 mile an hour winds. Spooky. I've got to keep an eye just anyone comes around. Dogs know where I am. They're in the tent, they're happy in the tent. They're all settled. I've got half an hour of fun. Just relaxing. I've got to be careful I don't doze off, otherwise I wake up like 9 o'clock and the dogs are covered in midges. But I've got to lay on it right. You're supposed to lay at an angle, that's it. That's it, you get a better lay. Sorry, my finger keeps getting in the way here. So yeah, tomorrow I don't know what we'll do. Might get up in the morning, see what the weather's like. If I'm in no rush, I might set the tarp up over this just to see what it looks like, because I've still not done that. Because at the moment all the pegs are being used for the tent, you see, so I'd have to bring the tent down. Can't see what the weather's like, I don't want the dogs in the heat.